DeBrosse, the gun lawyer.
I get a lot of questions about how I got into this practice, and I started marketing the gun practice. I realized very early on as an attorney that there was a need for this. There was a lot of attorneys that represented the industry, but not many that represented the individual. So one of my very first clients was the Highlands for Concealed Carry, and it kind of blossomed from there. Got involved through them with the NRA, and started doing some cases that they decided to fund, and just started learning more about gun law. I've always liked guns growing up. I was never allowed to actually have one. My dad would never let me have a gun, which is kind of surprising. I call it the cookie jar syndrome. You tell somebody they can't have something, they want it even more, like a cookie jar for a kid on top of the fridge. What's he going to do when the parents leave? He's going to get his hand in the cookie jar. So I actually have quite a few firearms now. I won't disclose to the viewers how many, but once I was old enough, 18, I went a little bit nuts on that, and I've always liked the idea of firearms and the civil liberties surrounding that, and the individualism that they really symbolize. And when I went to law school, I really started focusing on that. Guns have always been part of me and my friends, and just where I grew up in a very small town in Pickle, Ohio, population roughly 20,000 people. I went to a small country high school, and we just always loved the outdoors. In fact, I'm going to be going to Alaska here for roughly 3 weeks on a pack rafting trip and hiking through Denali a little bit. I'm going to be going there with some of my oldest friends and just being outside in God's country and just enjoying the outdoors. And I think the idea of firearms really symbolizes a lot of that for a lot of Americans. And I've endeavored in my practice to make sure that we can protect that right and that it's not abolished as it seems to be nowadays through our government politicians. So it's always been my goal to protect that and to assist the individuals who have lost that right in restoring that right as well. So this is my office. I have all this stuff over here. A lot of my clients like to see this stuff. So we got, this is actually a tow missile. One of our law partners actually designed, or didn't design rather, he's a patent attorney. He actually patented part of the electronic system in that, so that's pretty neat. And we got some awards over here. I spoke at the NRA convention, so they gave me a plaque and from Nashville. That was pretty neat. I was chairman of the Central Ohio Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers, and I finished up my presidency this past year and got those awards. And just a lot of our certificates, our maps here on the wall is all the different courts I'm licensed in. I've been licensed all the way to the Supreme Court through the Ohio 6th Circuit, as well as all the military courts. So we have all that. But just to let you guys kind of know a little bit of what we do here. We do anything regarding guns. That's why I always tell my clients, we have a large gun collection. We can plan the estate. If you're a felon, we can get your rights back. That's really what I specialize in, primarily is gun rights restoration. We do FFL formations. But this is kind of all where it's done from, downtown Columbus, Ohio, and we have a statewide practice, so we're centrally located. And we have a lot of fun doing it, and I can take you to go meet our gun associate, Michael, if you'd like to meet him.
All right. So this is Michael. He's our new associate. He just started, what you said, about 3 months ago?
Yeah, about 3 months.
Yeah, and he's doing primarily just firearms law. Why don't you tell our followers, Michael, what you really find interesting about gun law so far?
I'm just digging into these cases. There's a lot of messes that we have to clean up with this. There's a lot of different avenues. The interplay between state and federal law is also really interesting, and just helping people get their gun rights has been really great so far. And
Michael's currently working on becoming a certified instructor like myself with the NRA. I'm certified with ICE Training Academy. I do a lot of training at Tactical Defense Institute as well. I'll actually be there next month. Actually, I'm going to be taking a tactical rifle class down there, and that will be in July. And then September we're finishing up the TAC rifle class. And then next year I'm hoping to take some more of their active trainer, active shooter type courses. So that'll be fun. But that's pretty much the office, kind of where we work from. We have some brochures up here if you want to see those. For our cars and stuff, everything up front. But we do other things too here. Anything regarding guns, like I said, we even have a patent litigator, so any gun manufacturers who have patent issues can hire us. Matthew does all of that. He's litigated all over the country, actually. And in some instances, he's done some things internationally. He used to work at a very large patent firm. We have a family law practitioner, so Adam has done that for many years, and he actually addresses all the gun issues with regards to divorce and protection orders. So, gun law really traverses so much, and we try to accomplish accomplished a lot within this office, but we've done, you name it, we've done it. For Texas Guns, we've handled it. So if anybody has any questions, you can email us. You go to ohiogunlawyer.com. There's a link. You can click on Ask Us a Question. If it's very specific, we may have to have a consultation. But if anybody has any ideas or general questions for the show that we post on YouTube or Facebook, we'd love to address those. So you go ahead and email them to us. Just make sure you put in the subject line that you'd like it to be addressed on film, and we'd be more than happy to try and get that done for you.